And in our top business story, the UAE's Indian investments have risen by a reported 3.67 billion dirhams over the past year as bilateral trade between the two countries strengthens. The total foreign direct investment inflows to India stood at $4.03 billion from April 2000 to March 2016, with the UAE moving from 10th largest investor in India to its 7th largest investor. According to local reports, the rise in investment figures was attributed to a good economic climate in India and growing ties between the two countries following the visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the UAE in August 2015. The two countries set up the UAE India Infrastructure Investment Fund with a target of 275 billion dirhams when Modi visited the UAE in August 2015. The total bilateral trade between the two countries for the year 2015-2016 is around $50 billion, which has gone down from $59.1 billion when compared to the previous year. The UAE is India's third largest trading partner after China and the US, whereas India is the largest trading partner for the UAE for the year 2015, according to the embassy. The inflation rate in consumer prices for the first 7 months of the year was 2.7%, compared with the same period of 2015, according to data released by the Statistics Center Abu Dhabi. The consumer price index increased by 2.3% in July 2016, compared with July 2015, although the increased only marginally by 0.4% when compared to June 2016. The Abu Dhabi region contributed 75.4%, while the Al Ain region contributed 21.1%, and Al Gharbiya region 3.5%, according to the figures. The rise in consumer prices for the first 7 months compared with the same period in 2015 contributed to an increase of 2.9% in consumer prices for households in the bottom welfare level over the same period of comparison. Consumer prices rose by 2.8% and 2.5% for households in the middle and top welfare levels, respectively. The statistics showed that consumer prices increased by 2.3% for citizen households, followed by 2.9% for non-citizen households and 3.2% for share households, according to SCAD. Housing, water, electricity, gas, and fuels accounted for the largest rise in the index, contributing 84.0% to the change. This contribution resulted from an increase of 6.8% in the prices of this group. And prices of homes in the capital are expected to drop further this year after values dipped by 1% in the second quarter. According to property broker Chesterton's, rents fell by about 2% in the same period. The company said an average 2-bedroom apartment in Al Reef downtown now costs 108,000 dirhams a year, and a reduction of 2,000 dirhams on the first quarter of the year. A two-bed apartment on Al Reem Island now costs 140,000 dirhams, while Al Bandar, a 2-bed unit, costs 193,000 dirhams. Rents at the lower end of the market stood at 40,000 dirhams a year for studio apartments and 52,000 dirhams for 1-bed units. Chesterton's Mina stated that average villa yields were 5.5% because of limited supply, but smaller and less expensive units tended to offer higher yields. Sales prices for apartments averaged about 1,340 dirhams per square foot, while villas fetched 1,088 dirhams per square foot. The company said 500 new homes were completed during the quarter, but that it expects handovers to ramp up during the second half of the year, with an expected 3,500 new units being delivered. By the end of 2018, about 14,500 new units will be added to the Abu Dhabi market, 80% of which will be apartments and 20% villas, according to a CBRE report last month. District cooling service provider Emirates District Cooling, or Emicool, has been awarded a multi-million concession contract for 25 years as the exclusive supplier to provide full-fledged district cooling service systems for Akoya by the MAC project. The contract covers chilled water system for all residential buildings within the development, with Emicool to deliver 15,340 tons of refrigeration chilled water from its plant at Hessa Street to Akoya site through pipes, valve chambers, and heat exchangers stations. The new contract, which will cater to more than 2,500 customers once the project is complete, is set to increase Emicool's productive capacity by 5%, escalating the refrigerating tons per hour production to 440 million refrigerating tons per hour by the end of 2017. Apart from providing chilled water, Emicool will also supply the British thermal unit meters to the Akoya buildings to monitor and measure the energy usage and carry out billing services once the buildings are occupied. Akoya spans 42 million square feet and is home to mansions, villas, apartments, hotels and resorts, golf club, and 4 million square feet of lush greenery. For the project, Emicool has awarded the engineering, procurement and construction contract to Al Nasser Contracting for 50 million dirhams to design and build the pipeline network and valve chambers.